how's it going, you guys? It's Daisha Breedlove, host of Daisha Breedlove Presents. And for those of you that are new to the show, every week I like to touch base on inspirational topics with inspirational guests who can help make your life a better one. So, my guest today is the entrepreneur of a skincare called Nicole Skincare. She's also an owner of a brand called Sculpt. So, we're here all about her journey as a skincare specialist as well as an entrepreneur. So, let's meet Nicole. Oh, hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Now, me and you met a little bit, almost 2 years ago at the Modern Day Wife event. Shout out to Megan. But when I met you, you were so sweet and your skin was literally glowing. So I was like, okay, we definitely have to have her on the show to hear about all the tips and tricks that she's doing to keep your skin phenomenal. Okay, so let's hear all about it, and especially to hear all the amazing things that you're doing. I mean, being a divine feminine woman has been a trendy topic on our show. So since you're doing some amazing things, I definitely want to hear how you got to it, you know?
Well, I started my skincare journey actually when I was 20 years old.
Ah,
And my mom was in skincare. She sold Mary Kay. And early on, from the time I was probably like 8 or 10, was doing all the DIY out of the magazines. And I just had a passion for making people feel good. And so it just kind of stuck. And when I was 20, I was, working in retail management. And I decided to check out skincare, and just turned out it was my forte.
I love
So
it. So
it's
what is DIY for those who aren't
do
familiar,
it
like myself?
yourself. Do it yourself.
Oh, do it yourself.
Yeah, we used to put we
Like,
used to put like beer in our hair and egg whites on our skin. And
really? I actually heard eggs is really good for your skin, like for like
yeah,
wrinkles and things like
yeah.
that.
There's so many things, even like egg yolk for your hair. Like so many things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
so
love
I
that
was doing that on all of my girlfriends like very early on.
as a
That was like the
child.
slumber parties. Let's
I
stay
love
over at
it.
Heather's house.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, where are you originally from? And I guess you discovered your love, which goes into my next question, your love for skincare once your mom introduced you to Mary
Yes,
Kay.
yes. My mom never went to bed without washing her face, which I
Mm,
can't say so much for myself sometimes,
I
but
love that. Well, I'm actually going to ask that question later
yeah,
before
okay.
you leave us today.
But
But first, let's get to know you. Where are
okay.
you originally from?
I'm actually from Northern California.
Oh, nice.
If a lot of people aren't familiar with a small town called Red Bluff, so the
Mm.
population was like 13,000 people, very small, but it's just south of Redding. And
Ah.
yeah, so but I've been in LA like 23, 20-ish, 23, 24 years now.
Oh, I love
So
it. And what
yeah.
brought you from northern to southern? Just to grow and expand?
I had a quick few years in Lake Tahoe, and then I moved down to LA because one of my girlfriends moved down, and I was living in Newport Beach. And then I met one of my girlfriends up in LA, and one night I was like, okay, I'm meant to be in LA.
You're
So
like, I love
I was like,
LA.
this is more my jam. So
Right?
it was just on from there. And yeah, it's been a very exciting journey. So
I love
yeah.
that. Well, you're definitely doing some amazing things. So I won't take up too much of your time, but I definitely got to hear for the viewers how you just got started. So my next question is, you did say you started experimenting at home with the skin recipes and different things like that. So tell us what that process was like, and when did you realize you actually really want to take this seriously?
I didn't realize until I went to school because I actually did it as something to fall back on. But
Mm-hmm.
once I was in it, it was just very apparent that, I was excelling in my class. I just really took to it very easily. Everything came very
Ah,
natural for me. And yeah, I kind of, I stood out a little bit. My teacher was, kind of telling me, like, I think you're going to be really amazing. And so it
wow.
was just like that. And then, I've worked in all facets of the industry. I've worked with plastic surgeons. I have worked at
Mm,
med spas. I've worked at resort spas that are more like
wow.
pampering. So definitely been in all facets. So that's kind of how I, do my work. It's not just
A hobby for you.
results or
Yeah.
relaxation. It's like the combo,
Yeah.
So it's amazing, and I'm super kind of high tech with the devices and stuff that I use in my treatments, and I'm always trying to advance my
Yeah.
education, and whatever new and latest treatments are out, just to make sure everything my clients are getting the best.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. So you kind of knew because you were so good at it that this is not just a hobby. I actually can be a professional and make a
Yeah,
career out of this.
exactly.
So you gave up on the plan B. You're like, oh, I'm gonna stick with plan A.
Yeah, well, I didn't really, it was just, like I said, I was in retail management, and I hadn't really thought about what I really wanted to pursue, but I guess it was just in me. So when it came up, it was like, oh, okay. And then it was like, oh yeah, this is my forte. So
I love it.
yeah.
I love
And
it.
it's so fun. I mean, just
It's so,
reading about skincare
yes.
like all the time, like seeing all the new brands and treatments. I mean, we're so lucky to be alive in this
Seriously.
like time of technology
Women
for
in today,
beauty. Oh
no,
my
yeah,
gosh.
no,
Yeah.
beauty is definitely a big thing nowadays, and
Oh yeah.
self-care and everything, which is another reason why I wanted to have you on the show to hear all about your tips and tricks that you are doing
Oh yeah.
and the difference you're making. But like you said, it's a combo of relaxing, but also you have real results. Like it makes you look and feel good.
Yeah,
So it's a
exactly.
combo of both.
Exactly.
But how long have you been in business?
So I've been in business. I started my own business in 2010. So
Mm.
15 years on my own. And I was in the business 10 years before that. So
Oh, I love it.
yeah, I was actually working at a few different places at the same time. I was working crazy hours, just
Mm.
building the clientele.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just the universe. I asked one place that I was working, I was like, I don't think I'm going to work on the weekends. And they kind of had an inkling that I might be leaving. So they're like, okay, here's your check. And I was like, okay, universe, thank you.
Right. He was like,
It's
did
like,
I
gotta
just
be
get
careful.
fired?
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say sometimes. You put it out there and the universe is like, okay, here you go.
No, literally. No, that's like, that was a big sign. Like, no, you're meant to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
Well, my parents were entrepreneurs, so,
Yeah.
you know.
So what would you say your company, how does your skincare line in your company, how is it separated from other skincare companies? Like what's so the unique niche about it?
So we've combined technology with organic, high quality skincare.
Mm.
My skincare is USDA organic, and it's also has a 3-year shelf life because of there's a marriage process behind the products. So for organic products, it's very rare that you'll find that have that kind of shelf life. They go bad really quickly. So
Mm.
that's very unique about the products. So your products will actually never go bad, which is exciting. And then it's
Nice.
enhanced by we have a plasma device that will resurface, aid in penetrating the products more. It also helps with pigmentation, scarring, fine
Mm.
lines, and it just is literally like the cure-all for your skin. So we have a system that you combine. We have 5 products. We have a cleanser, a serum, a moisturizer, and an oil. And
Mm. Like a one-stop shop.
yeah,
Wow.
so I just wanted to simplify what's in the bathroom. There's so much
Oh
noise
yeah.
in this space, and there's a lot of really great products, but it's really the treatment that takes you to the next level, and the products that maintain the results. So
Yeah, that's amazing. And like you said, they don't expire because a lot of skincare products I noticed they actually do expire.
yeah,
So the fact that yours doesn't, that's you guys got to check out Heather Nicole
exactly.
Skincare. I
Well, I
love
was just
it.
talking to somebody about they just sent me some products, and I was talking to them, and they did a study and said that most products lose effectiveness like within the first 3 to 6 months
Wow.
as active as they are. And
Mm.
so, a lot of products that you're buying, you don't know if they're still as potent as when,
You
you
originally
know,
got
and
them.
a lot of people sit on products for a long time.
And
Like
I'm actually one of those
do
people.
you? It's
That
like
and
everybody has
perfume.
so much
I
in the
know.
bathroom, and people don't realize a lot of it. Yeah,
It's like it's not even good anymore. So definitely check out
hmm
those
yeah,
inspirational expiration dates, okay?
yes.
Because it might not be good for your skin anymore. Okay, so that's important. The next thing is we're gonna get a little personal. So are you married or in a relationship? If so, how would you say you manage being an entrepreneur, having a family, and having a social life while maintaining the role of a influential businesswoman?
Well, I'm single, so that helps because I
Yeah.
can really focus on my business. But I think
Mm,
that also kind of blocks me from, finding a, relationship because I have so much time invested in my business, and, it really takes a strong partner to see,
to support you
like
as
to
that role.
support me because,
Yeah.
a lot of,
You're a
you don't want to,
businesswoman.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's, to find your match when you're like at a high level, it's hard, and I'm super picky. So it's like I don't date for fun. I date with intention.
Hmm.
I always say I don't date, I elevate. So if you're not
I love
elevating my
it.
life, like I don't,
You get rid of
I'm
them.
like I'm good. And after so many years, like I'm 46, so after so
You
many
look,
years, you're just
wow,
like
she's
you're like
46. She's great.
I get it now. You see like the signs, and you're just like you don't waste your time. You're just like okay, I can
Yeah.
navigate this. Okay.
So, what type of guy would capture your heart if you were to stay with a guy?
I need a strong man that makes me feel safe and supported, and
Mm.
I want to feel cherished. and yeah, just somebody who's entrepreneurial.
Yeah. A go
Dating
getter.
dating somebody that has a 9 to 5 is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they won't really
yeah,
understand your life.
yeah. So yeah,
Okay,
just a
well,
good
well,
man.
she's open, so like she's open. They're out there, but I feel like when the time is right. But those are definitely some good traits,
Yeah, for
like you
sure.
said, to look for in a man. And if not, the right person to come along. And if they don't, it's
Exactly.
not meant to be.
I just wait for it to happen. Like I don't
Exactly.
force it. It's
I'm the
like,
same way.
you have to be a little social sometimes.
Yeah, like
But I mean, I'm lucky. You never know. They could come in for a facial.
you never know. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Okay, so my next question is, what would you say has been the most difficult part of entrepreneurship, and how would you say you overcame that?
I'd say the most difficult part is, finding the right staff. I'm very lucky recently in the last few years to have really good team players. But initially it's hard being a solo entrepreneur when you're doing everything yourself.
Yeah.
People tend to take advantage of you, and then all the, trying to find the right resources, and it's very expensive, and not having people take advantage of you. So I think finding the right people, and it just takes time. And for me, there's a lot of things that I don't know about business. I didn't go to business school, so
Yeah.
I've kind of been winging it and learning as I go. And it's a lot of trials and tribulations. I had a big office in Beverly Hills from 2014 to 2019, and went from one room to 5 rooms, and that was really challenging, but I did it, and I learned a lot. And I'm looking at some options to do that again. Right now I have a small private studio, and it's just me. But some things are coming up, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
And,
I'm
it's
excited.
nice to get all the hard parts out of the way. And then you're like, I
Exactly.
learned, so okay, maybe we'll do it again.
And
We'll
the
be smarter
lessons,
this time.
yeah.
Well, I learned this time, so now I'll do it better.
Exactly. And I feel like everything you go through is a lesson. It's a
Of
reason behind it,
course,
just like moving
yeah.
forward. I know I'll do this,
Exactly.
That's awesome. Okay, so my next question is, which actually you already answered. What would you say separates your company from others? And you said just the organicness and the non-expiration date
Yeah.
is what.
And the technology.
The technology.
Yeah. So it's the combo, the system. Definitely. You
Oh,
don't see a lot.
nice.
I mean, you see different devices and products, but this one really enhances the products. And our products are like superfood, supplement, skincare.
And they're organic,
and
too.
they're organic. And
Yeah.
you think about it, it's like, putting all these synthetic, creams and, fragrances, they mess with your hormones, your endocrine system. So, we have to really look at what we're putting on our skin. Our skin is our largest organ. So
Yeah.
you want to put high quality, just like you would take high quality supplements. You don't want to take synthetic supplements. So I find that, I like natural organic skincare the best. So, and there's a lot of great companies out there. And I love, looking at like the EWG, so they can verify like the quality of the products. So yeah, it's great.
Amazing. Yeah, I totally agree. Organic is definitely the best because it's natural.
Yeah.
Anything more natural is
I was
best.
ahead of the clean beauty movement. I started like 2010. Like I used one company, which is DNA Skin, and they're amazing. Actually, the founder helped me create my skincare line.
Nice.
And he's amazing, and he's changed my life. And he's also a naturopathic doctor, and so we do like the wellness stuff. He's just changed my life in so many ways, and now helping me with this. So it's been amazing.
I love that. Okay, so the next question is, as we kind of wrap this up, because I know we're pressed for time, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. But as I mentioned, as we know, March was Women's History Month. By the time this airs, we're probably going to be in April because it'll be a couple weeks from now. But again, being a divine feminine has been a very trendy topic lately. So what would you say, what are the 3 things women need to maintain? What are the 3 things women need to maintain healthy skincare and basically age backwards like yourself?
So basically, lifestyle has a lot to do with it. So, there's a lot of things that age you. You have to be the alcohol, like less alcohol.
That's
You
a
have
big
to
one.
get really good sleep and high
7
quality.
hours.
Yeah,
At least.
exactly. At least, sleep is super important, and good quality water. I've recently eliminated all the plastics because I feel like that's also messing with the hormones and the endocrine system and the lymphatic system, because these microparticles are getting, people are having a lot of blockage with the lymphatic, and it's very important to make sure your lymphatic stays clean. So
water and glass is better.
Yes, water and glass is better. And just being consistent with your regimen, and you have to move, you have to work out, like that really keeps it. Yeah.
So we got lifestyle, and then you said water, and the last one was keeping a consistent skincare routine.
Yeah, consistent skincare.
I love
routine,
that.
for sure.
Okay. So what is my last couple questions is what does your business look like now versus when it first started?
Well, when I first started, was in actually my house,
Oh
and
wow.
so was very just little tiny operation, and my business grew organically before social media, and it was all referral based, and I got to a certain point, and then all this like new stuff with websites and SEO, and
Yeah.
and it was like all of a sudden, like I used to be like top search, and then you're like, oh shit, like what's going on? You update your website, and you spend all this money, and so
Yeah.
I just spent a lot of money on like rebranding. We just rebranded for Skin Sculpt, and
Nice.
yeah, so I would say
Congratulations on that,
yeah.
by the
So the
way.
name is different. Thank you. I'm very proud of it. The results that we've been getting, the before and afters, and the feedback from the clients and the customers has just been amazing. I've seen the system transform somebody's skin in a week,
Yeah.
and even one of my models that was on my website, she wasn't ready to shoot, and she came in, she had a facial, she got all the products in the system, she was ready to shoot in like 8 days.
Oh,
And
from
I
the
was
skin
just,
sculpting. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
and
skin
then you
sculpting
see
is
a
good.
complete transformation in like, I think it was like 25 days with her. Her name's
Wow.
Camila. She's amazing.
I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to come by and check out and get some
Yeah,
sculpting or something
yeah. Well, I
done.
brought you. I brought
Oh,
you a gift.
oh my
So
goodness.
here you go. This is
Oh,
the device.
you're
And
so
then
sweet.
this is a little bag to like if you travel with it, because
Oh
it
my
travels well.
goodness. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you're
So, Skin
welcome.
Sculpt by Heather Nicole, a plasma skin perfector,
And that's just what it does.
anti-aging, and acne treatments. Oh my goodness.
And all
Thank
the
you so
referrals.
much. So, reduces appearance of fine lines. Oh, can't wait. Improves skin texture, evens your skin tone, enhances firmness, and minimize pores and promotes collagen.
Yeah,
I love this.
yeah,
Thank you so
yeah.
much,
You're
Heather. I can't wait to
welcome.
try this.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, wow. Thank you. And this is awesome. This is a part of your brand.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's just like an office where you come and get a treatment done. You actually have products.
Well, we just launched in May last year, and
Wow.
that's I think been
Because you didn't tell me about that when I
yeah.
met you.
Well, that's when I met you. We had the products at the event.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. So,
Okay.
but I think we talked more when we were downstairs, the pre-party, so we didn't get into it. And you were so busy that day,
Oh,
and I was so
yeah.
busy that day. It was hard to like kind of circulate. But yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think that's one thing that's changed since I started, is now I have my own skincare line.
That's
too.
awesome.
So yeah,
Congratulations. Well, I can't wait to try it. I'm sure my skin, because I've gotten really big on my skincare routine. Like you said, eating healthier, meditating, maintaining a consistent diet. So I'm going to add this to my evening routine.
Yeah, well, I can't wait for your feedback.
Yes, which actually goes into my next question.
Yeah.
What would you say is more important, having a morning skincare routine or a nightly skincare routine, or both?
Well, I think you're going to do more. We like to do the plasma at night because we don't want you to have to put on makeup and sunscreen. We prefer not to put sunscreen. I mean, I did it, of course, this morning before I got ready
Nice.
to come here. But yeah, I mean, I prefer, if you're doing an extensive routine, do it at night. That way you can kind of wake up, and it's, you don't have, sometimes we don't have that time in the morning. You
Yeah.
have more time to focus and then relax and go to bed. It feels really good. So in the morning, then it's minimal prep and ready for your day. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely a nighttime routine.
Yeah.
So this is definitely good to like you said, keep the skin tightened and good for photo shoots.
Exactly. It helps the cellular matrix. It stimulates fibroblast activity, collagen production. So yeah, definitely.
Which is another big anti-aging secret, collagen. I've learned, like putting that in my tea, or even taking like collagen vitamins is really good to help you age backwards, because as we age, I realize we lose collagen.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. Well, I can't wait to try it.
And
Thanks.
also supplements.
Supplements, yes.
Like the NAD and the NMN. And then also detoxing. Like,
Detox. Oh yes.
I've been detoxing since my naturopath, so like for 15 years.
Detoxing is so good to get all the toxins out of your body. Things that you've been holding on to. That's really important. That's a big one. So detox is another one.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I know they're telling me we got to wrap this up. Okay, so my last 3 questions. What's one fact that people would not know unless you told them, Heather?
About
you?
Skincare?
Well,
about
just
me?
about anything related to you.
Let's see.
I guess a fun fact about you personally.
A fun fact? I'm a perfectionist. I don't know if that's fun. Let's see.
When's your birthday?
September 4th.
You're a Virgo. I was going to say, yeah, you seem like a Virgo. That's my thought. When you said perfectionist, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, that's a fun fact. And another fun fact, she's a Virgo who is a perfectionist. So is our camera guy who's behind the scenes. Shout out to Jay back there. Okay, so my second to last question, what can we expect next from you? So outside of your new skin sculpt company, what else can we be on the lookout for?
So I now want to help young estheticians and any estheticians actually. So
Nice.
I'm working on currently master classes, and I think we're gonna have something launching maybe like May 4th. We're gonna do an
That's
intro.
soon. Wow.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. I partnered up with my business coach, and he has a platform called B7, and he helps kind of bridge the gap for people that aren't sure what they want to do and mentorships and all kinds of things. So he approached me and was like, we should do this. And I was like, great. I don't want to do another thing on my own. So
I
I'm
love
very
it.
happy to
You get a
collab.
teammate.
And
Yeah.
so you
Business
get the
partner.
best of both. You get the esthetician entrepreneur and then, the business coach entrepreneur.
Yeah, you're helping girls. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
So, you have to pay it forward. And
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's all about bringing,
Being of
anyone and
service.
everyone you can.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like sometimes I always say kind of took the long, hard road because I just had my head down working. And, I feel like there is, you can, if you're structured, you can, do it a little bit faster. And especially if you have direction and a vision. And for me, I just worked.
Yeah.
So there's other ways.
You're like, now it's time to pay back all the
Let's-
work I put in.
Exactly. Now we got AI. Hey, let's use it.
I love it. Okay, so my last question is, which I asked all my guests who are here, if you could leave any young women or future entrepreneurs with any piece of advice, those who are watching, what would you say?
Don't give up, because where there's a will, there's a way. And, it's sometimes you have to learn the lessons along the way, and you think it's a little detour, but, perseverance is what gets you there. And that's it, and, support from your peers. Like, if you're having a hard time, seek support, because, it is hard. You have those moments where you're like, I just don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And then, the next day will shift, but, you just gotta be positive. And, it's like I'm my assistant, she's amazing, like just gave her notice. And I was just like, I wasn't going to be upset about it. And I was like, sometimes you just have to be like water. You have to flow. And I was like,
Yeah.
whatever's going to stay, stays, and whatever's going to go. And,
Yeah.
I'm getting to that point in my life where it's
okay.
Yeah.
And
it's
okay
like,
to.
we have like 40 new candidates already. So I'm like, I'm excited, and, we'll see what's to come. So it's kind of exciting when you don't, react or like try to, force things. It's like you just flow with it.
Let it flow.
Let it flow.
I love that. So let it flow.
Let it flow.
From Heather Nicole. Wait, that rhymed. I love that. Awesome. Okay, well, yes, you're definitely going to have to come back and update us on all the new products that you have coming, because I know this is just the start of a ton of new things that you're doing. So tell everybody, where's the best place to find you, your socials?
So you can find me at Heather Nicole Skincare and Skin Sculpt with a K. Sculpt is with a K official, also on Instagram.
Awesome. And your website will be the same as that as well?
Skinsculpt.com.
Awesome. Yes. Skinsculpt.com. You guys, and again, I will attach all of her information at the bottom of the screen so you guys can check that out. But that wraps it up for Daisha Breedlove Presents, and I will see you guys next time with another inspirational topic and inspirational guest. Ciao.
Bye.